Hi, I'm at the farm today, so I went to the garden center. Yeah, that's a tough place for me because I just want to buy everything. So I probably overdid it. But you have to have garden tools for your garden, right? You have to. So this, I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but I'm thinking, when I dig up the garden, I can rake it, right? So I had to have that. This, not sure what I need this for either, but then I thought, okay, I use organic fertilizers and I can dig them out of the pail and put them on the garden. So, I had to get that, had to have that. Now this tool truly is an awesome tool. I already have one of these at the city house, and this is awesome because sometimes the dirt, especially in this garden here at the farm, it's clay, and clay can get a little bit hard, so you just go around the plants and loosen the soil. So this is awesome. This I needed. It wasn't an impulse buy. These are impulse buys. This was necessary. This was definitely impulse because what's the difference between this and this, right? Yeah. This is what happens to me in a garden center. That's why most of the time I stay in the garden and out of the garden center. Now this is awesome. This you have to see. Because this is a little hoe with a sharp edge, and you can get right in there and dig and get the job done. So this is awesome. Does everybody notice that I got a tripod? Awesome, right? So, better? You don't have to see me close up. That was a little scary, right? Good? Okay. These are sort of impulse buys, but not really. This is completely necessary because sometimes when I am digging up weeds, I don't use my big shovel. I use a little hand shovel because I can get right down there and dig them out. This thing I use all the time. Now, this thing was definitely impulse because what's the difference, right? This or this. But see this, what got me? See this little edge here with the little teeth? I had to have it, right? I had to have it. So you need this. This was questionable. Got it anyway. You should go to a garden center with a friend that's going to stop you because it's a serious problem. Yeah, not sure what I'm going to use this for, but I had to have it. Had to have it. Definitely needed a hose nozzle because ours is broken. Okay, so if you're going to be a glamour gardener, you need gloves. And you have to buy good gloves. Don't buy garbage gloves. Don't buy those packages of 12 for $1. You know what I mean? That's how long they're going to last, is an hour. But these are awesome because, okay, this is kind of a girly thing right now, but I don't like to have dirty fingernails. I love gardening, but I don't like dirty fingernails. So you see how these have not plastic, but like a resin at the top of the nail and part way down, and then resin all on the back. You will not have dirty fingernails. Yeah, I don't like it. I like to be a gardener, but I don't like to walk around with dirty fingernails. So gloves are a must. You have to get the right ones. So again, for you women that don't want dirty fingernails, or men, either one, these have resin at the top, you can see, okay, halfway down the finger and the thumb so that your nails don't get wet, because it's when they get wet that they get dirty. And then on the back, it's completely resin so that, again, when it's wet, you're not getting your hands dirty. I know, right? But hey, good gloves, have to have them. So those are my trusty little goodies today, and I think I will stay out of the garden center for the rest of this season because it's not good. But I have to show you two things. Because I am very short, long tools are very hard for me. So if you're short like me, get a short shovel. You don't need a long shovel. So this is awesome because I can just, you know, it's easy. Like the long shovels are up to here. I can't use them. So short shovel for short people is awesome. Then I have, this tool is probably the best thing I've ever purchased. And I couldn't find it today because I would love one for the city. Couldn't find it today because, you know, COVID, they're out of a lot of stuff, so I couldn't find one. My husband looked at this and said, now what is that? You've got to see this thing. Look how awesome that is. My husband says, what is that? I said, this is a modern day hoe. He goes, okay, that's not the hose that I remember as a kid. I said, no, hon, this is 2021. This is a modern day hoe. I love this thing because this is your hoe part, okay? This is your hoe part right here, okay? And then this is your rake. And then this, I can really get in there and get some weeds out. And then this, same thing. If I want to get a hard weed out, this is my guy. You have to have the right tools in the garden. It's awesome. So one of my favorite things, good tools in the garden. We'll probably see you later. I'm going to do some more suckers because we were here the other day together and you saw that my tomatoes, they need the suckers removed. And so I'm going to do that. And if I get into something else, see you later. Have a great day. So to recap, you have to have the proper tools in the garden. Oh, you have to have a hat. You have to have a hat in the garden. It is so hot today. Without a hat, I'm right out in the sun. Definite sunstroke, people. Definite sunstroke. Do not go in the garden on a sunny day without a hat. It's your best friend. And have the right tools. Have a great day. Probably see you later.